This is the new OnePlus Watch 3, sent to me by OnePlus for review. I took it to the mountains of Colorado to test out its fitness, sleep tracking, battery performance, and durability. Here is my snowboard stress test.
Come on, save asshole.
All right, so I'm pulling the watch off the charger officially for the start of this trip. 100% Sunday, February 16th, 9 o'clock. I'd be really surprised if it had a full 5-day battery considering all the tracking that I'm going to be doing with it, but we'll see how much distance I can get out of it.
Currently 9 a.m. and it's off the charger 100%. Let's see how long it lasts. I predict 3 days. It says 5 days, but with the amount of tracking that it's doing, I don't think it's gonna last 5 days. We'll see.
Still walking to the shuttle. It's really busy, but that's okay. I'm not too concerned. All right, so we're at the bottom of the lift, and I have just started for the day, day one. So I am now officially on my way down the mountain with my daughter who's learning how to snowboard. All right, so bottom first run. You see it says one run, 13.2 total miles per hour, 98 beats per minute, and 1 mile, 1.10 miles. Nice. Now do the rest of the day. Savvy's learning how to snowboard. You're doing awesome. Look at that view behind us. Isn't that pretty rad? One thing I've noticed that's awesome about this new watch is the digital crown, because when I'm wearing gloves, the touch surface with these gloves doesn't work. But with the crown, I just kind of move my finger on it, and then wherever I am on the mountain, I can kind of get to the screen that I need to get. Sometimes other gloves get in the way, but that's proving to be really, really helpful. That digital crown really coming in handy. All right, and after a break, we shut down for lunch. Now it's like blizzard conditions. My younger daughter is learning with someone else, so I've got the rest of the afternoon to bomb it. Hopefully I can get my maximum speed up, and we can take a look at the data and the watch a little bit later, but I am stoked. The snow is amazing. So we stopped at North Face for a second, but you can see it's the end of the run, and it gives me a nice map of what we did all day. 12 runs, maximum slope, 18 degrees, 13.27 miles. Hey, not bad. Cool little kind of activity graph. 9.2 miles per hour average. Fastest 26.9 miles per hour. Little heart rate graph, heart rate analysis here. So you can kind of see, what zones you were in and for how long. And it's got some elevation over the course of time. This is when I was training my daughter, and this is when, after lunch, I kind of went out with a group of people really high up on a mountain, and so you can kind of see the vertical breakdown. That's pretty rad, I gotta say. And apparently the oHealth app has more of this information. We'll have to take a look at that when I get back to the house. But now, it's time to shop, apparently. Good morning. It's day 2 of the snowboard trip here at Winter Park. Watch update. Last night before bed, I checked the battery on the OnePlus Watch 3, and it was at 80%. I then put it into sleep tracking mode to track my sleep over the night. And what's interesting is I didn't sleep very well. I probably woke up 6, 8, 10 times. So if I go into the sleep tracking area, so first of all, we'll go into apps. Here's a cool feature. With the digital crown, if I zoom in, right, it shows the labels. If I zoom out, I get the grid. And if I zoom all the way out, I get kind of a square grid. It's kind of a nice fluid animation. It has some, a little bit of a haptic, like a tick, 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 tick. That's really satisfying. But anyways, if I go there and I go into my sleep mode, 9 hours of sleep, you've got the different sleep durations. Deep sleep, 2 hours and 13 minutes, 5 hours, 3 minutes, light sleep, 1 hour, 45 of REM, and then awake 6 minutes. I know I was awake longer than 6 minutes. The breathing detection, this says kind of a low risk level for things like sleep apnea, I believe. Heart rate range, 65 to 90 beats per minute. That's good to know. Sleep benchmark rate 75, okay. But no breaths per minute rating, and I'm not entirely sure why, but anyways, it's at 76%. So overnight, wearing it like that allows 4% of battery, which wasn't too bad. So we're now about almost a few hours shy of 24 hours, and we're at 76%. I'm also pushing this watch a lot. You know, the on the mountain tracking that I'm doing it occupies a lot of the processor and is putting the watch through its paces. So we're gonna start day 2. I'm excited. It snowed all night, so it's like a really good day out there. Can't wait.
You know, I gotta say, this is a pretty sharp looking device. You can kind of see it's a little different. I wish I had the OnePlus Watch 2 to compare it against. The display doesn't have the rounding or the curvature that extends over the top of the frame like it does on the 2. It's a little bit more flat, and in fact, that bezel pops up just a hair above. And of course, you got the numbers around the frame. Sharp looking device.
All right, day 2, we're about to go. I'm gonna hit it with my pinky. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's on. It's on.
It's on?
It's on like Donkey Kong. Walk into the shuttle. That includes me. And not a bad way to start the day. 21 miles an hour on that run. With all this powder, that line that we don't have to wait on because we're already on. All right, high five.
I have water.
Good thing it's waterproof. Good morning, it's day 3. All right, we've got so many days on the mountain. I'm already very sore, but we're having a great time. These are our cars that we drove. They are covered in like, I don't know, what is that? 2 feet of snow. So a few things about the OnePlus Watch 3. So first of all, the oHealth app, because I have everything syncing to OnePlus's oHealth app, looking at workout records in specific, which is tied to all of the tracking that I'm doing while I'm on the mountain, and saw some really, really cool stuff. I think top of my favorites on that list is the day replay, where you can essentially take a look at the location data, the GPS location data of everywhere you went throughout the course of the day and do a replay, and it'll kind of go through and it'll track stats associated with each of those runs and everything on the mountain. So you can kind of, well, I mean, exactly like it said, replay your day. Along with that, you get more of your kind of traditional summary. It breaks down each individual run. So if you want to get really specific on some of your stats tied to your runs, then you can do that there. Heart rate with your zones, of course, real-time speeds. I did have a little bit of a blip there. It seemed like there's one that really jumped out on the list compared to the rest. I don't know if that was a glitch. I'm assuming it was a glitch, but unfortunately it made the rest of the graph kind of hard to read. And then elevation, which is fun too. Now, aside from that, I also tracked my sleep last night. I've been wearing this watch nonstop. And when I went to bed last night, it was at 39% battery. So, you know, we're talking day and a half of constant, nonstop, practically tracking and doing all this fitness stuff. 39%, which isn't, you know, close to the 5 days that OnePlus is touting. But you have to understand, like, when OnePlus says 5 days, they're talking just throwing the watch on your wrist and not doing all of the extra stuff. That's like your baseline. I woke up this morning after sleep tracking. I had a much better night of sleep, and that was reflected in the stats. When I woke up, 35% on my watch as far as battery is concerned. You know, I think this gives me another full day. So I could have up to 3 days on the mountain, possibly my sleep tonight as well. A few other random quick tidbits to note from yesterday's boarding experience. I had Assistant active this whole time, and I tried to use it and it just was not working. It would never stop recording when it was listening for my voice, and then it would give me an error when I like manually stopped it. So I eventually just ended up disabling it because it does draw some of the battery while it's active. And then finally, the display kept turning on because that digital crown kept
bumping into my glove while I was wearing it. And so some of the depletion of battery could be a result of that. Instead of the display going completely dark, the glove was kind of waking it up on a regular basis, I think. So I turned down the screen on time a little bit further than it was. I think it was at like 15 seconds, and I turned it down less than that just to kind of see if I can extend it a little bit. But anyways, a few things of note. I got to get in there and eat some breakfast and then finally get, suited up again, because again, it snowed all night and we're going to have some fresh powder to board through today. So let's see if I can get through day 3 with the OnePlus Watch 3. Day 3 heading to the gondola. Line is nothing. Let's go. All right, we're on for day 3. You got this? Yeah, I think you do. Look at that. All right, Sav, I need your hands. I need you to go ahead and swipe, push the button. Now swipe to the left, to the right. And now go ahead and hold the red X and just hold it, tap and hold. And then it finishes the workout for us and it shows us where we've been all day. That's neat. Thank you for your help, Savannah. All right, this is the end of day 3. I'm right around 20% on the OnePlus Watch 3 remaining on day 3 after heavy use. I think I have enough to get through tonight with sleep tracking. And then tomorrow I actually have a podcast day. I'm doing AI Inside from here at the cabin. So I'm gonna just continue wearing it. Might even go to the hot springs tomorrow afternoon. We'll see how much more distance I can get out of this and have a final kind of end of life result to report to you. Good morning, everybody. It is I guess it would be day 4, right? It's Wednesday. I'm kind of losing track at this point. Day 4 of being here. Day 3, if you're talking 24-hour sprints of using the OnePlus Watch 3 on a single charge for everything that we're doing here, snowboarding, skiing, sleep tracking, everything. But as you can see, I am at about 5% battery remaining. I did not allow it to switch automatically to battery saver mode, which it wanted to do at like 10%. I'm keeping it locked in. It's Wednesday evening. Just came home from dinner. Been wearing the OnePlus Watch all day. So around 84 hours from the time that I pulled it off the charger at the start of this trip. Today was a pretty empty day. Like I just did the AI Insight podcast. We went to some hot springs, but I didn't really do anything with the watch at the hot springs. There was no hot springs mode, unfortunately. And then, had dinner. And then right when I got here, I filmed some quick footage of the watch because it was still powered on right around 9 o'clock. And then I'm not kidding, like I stopped recording with the camera and like maybe 10 or 15 seconds later, it completely powered off. It was like, I'm done. So that gives us, some pretty solid time of regular use, today being a little bit of an off day. But what I want to do is I want to wait until tomorrow morning, and then I'm going to drop it on the charger and see how long it takes to charge up. Good morning. It's day 5, and I have waited till right now, it's almost 9 a.m., to charge up the OnePlus Watch 3 so I can see how long it takes on the charger. Okay, it snapped right on, and looks like it's going. About 9 a.m., so we'll see how long it takes to charge from 0, which is where it's at right now. Okay, you want to know something crazy? I put it on at around 9 o'clock. It was like 8:58 a.m. Right now, it is 9:05 a.m., 32%. That's pretty sweet. All right, so we're on our way. The charging took, I think it ended up being about 35 or 36 minutes, completely empty to full, right? So that's pretty rad.
I have now set always on display to on. So that's the difference that I'm making now. I imagine the battery will deplete a little bit faster as a result of that. But I've got 2 more days on the mountain. So I'm gonna see how much distance I can get out of the battery with the remaining 2 days that I have on this trip. Maybe I'll do a little summary at the end.
Ready?
All right, it's time to start the day. Go ahead and fire up. God, it's kind of easy to lose track, isn't it? Let's go. Hello.
Oh, lovely. Hi.
Okay. It's pretty straight with like bumps that you.
All right, this is the panoramic drop in. Yeah, they already dropped down. Wow. Last day on the mountain. Here we go. It's been snowing all night. I'm so excited. It snowed 12 inches last night. All right, so 12 inches of snow last night. I mean, as you can see, it is deep. So I'm gonna go ahead, this is the last day. We're gonna have a blast on the powder. I'm gonna go ahead and start the watch. It's hard, again, like doing this with one hand, but go ahead and outdoor ski snowboard. Go. Does the countdown. Locks my location. At this point, this is super easy. We got it tracking. Full day's worth. This is gonna be a ton of fun. What a great trip this has been. And I've really enjoyed using the OnePlus Watch 3. I gotta say, with the rotating crown, it really, in my mind, surpasses the Pixel watch. Having that rotating crown really makes all the difference on this watch. And then of course the battery life is amazing. So it's gonna be a fun day. This is the last run of the trip. I gotta say, my legs are tired. I don't know that this watch has any sort of leg tired meter on it. If it did, it would be in the red, that's for sure. But I am ready to be done, even though it's been amazing. And after the last run, let's stop the watch. Oh, interesting. It switched to a new watch face while I was going. That's strange. Okay, so I'll do fitness. Swipe to the right. Oh, at some point it stopped. Well, that's not ideal. Oh, that's a bummer. I didn't get any of that last stuff. So sad. So sad. We are leaving now. But I'm gonna do all of my thoughts on the OnePlus Watch 3 when I get back home.